season, I'm only accepting people in my life who are willing to love me like how God loves me. God has loved me with such high standards that I am not willing to allow anyone to love me any less. And I have an understanding that whoever God has loved understands the standards of which God loves. So whenever I feel, whether in any relation, whenever I feel like how this person loves me is way less than how God loves me, or the standard of their love do not match the standard which God knows how to love, because I have learned to love in that manner too, I will let those people go. Because you are not going to give me a drop of love when God gives me the ocean. And you are not going to consistently drop that drop. And because as long as you drop that drop, you will wire my system to believe that I only deserve a drop when my God gives me the ocean. So the definition of love I feel people give is exactly how we walk with our heads down, then up. Because Galogo, we accept the drop when we deserve the whole ocean. Love is supposed to help me grow. Love is supposed to be a comfort for me. Love is supposed to be a mirror, because that's exactly what God has done. That's exactly how God has loved me, and that is exactly how I've learned to love. And the people that align with me and the people that have walked with God the way that I have will not have any problem showing up with the ocean of love, because they've experienced it, because they're in a level where they understand the principles and and the standards of which God loves, because they've been there. They know that. Then that means they are aligned to share love with me, whether it's friends, family, in any relations. Let me tell you how God loves. The God of love is like buying yourself a pot. You've bought yourself this pot, and somehow somebody took your pot. They took this pot and they're using it, and you have no power. Maybe as they took your power, you are far away from the pot, and they take this pot because they're near the pot and they're using the pot. That is similar to how the devil uses us. Because even you giving me a drop is devil using you, because you are trying to convince my system that I only deserve a drop of love when I deserve the whole ocean. And as this person is using this pot of mine, which I bought, and I bought this pot because I had a purpose with this pot. I was going to cook my meat in it. I love this pot. It looks so good when it's shining there. I love. There was a reason why I bought this pot to begin with. I'm far away. This person is using the pot, and this person does not love my pot the way I love it. They do not understand the purpose, or they do understand the purpose. They just want to destroy this pot so that it will not fulfill its purpose. You know what? I don't want Apiwa to put this pot to shine there. Oh, it's so beautiful and I'm so jealous. I'm just going to destroy this pot. By the time she comes back, I want this pot to be in a state where it's unusable. Using my pot to put it on fire where it's not supposed to be cooking. It's dark now. It's losing its shape because the heat that it's receiving, it's not meant to be receiving. It was not designed to go to the fire. It was meant to be put on a stove. Now my pot is damaged. Somehow I come back home and I find my pot sitting there dirty. Or my pot find a way to come to me because we're supposed to go to God. And then my love for the pot will never allow me to just say, oh, because I love you, pot of mine, I'm going to cook my meat in you as damaged as you are. That's impossible. I can't do that because I love it so much. I can't just say, because I love you, love is supposed to be sweet and kind and gentle. Oh, I'm just gonna cook in you. I'm gonna put you on display. I'm gonna put you in high places. I'm gonna use you on the stove, even though you're black because of the smoke of the fire. I'm just gonna put you on top of the stove, and I'm gonna put you on display as damaged, as dirty, as unclean as you are. People would think I'm mad. People would think I've lost my mind. So the love of which God loves us means I'm going to have to buy soap. I'm gonna have to buy a scraping board. I'm gonna have to have some steel wools there and a hammer if I have to, because the heat might have the pot might have lost the shape. So I'm gonna have to ham it back into shape. And if the pot was sensitive to pain, it will tell you about, wow, that experience was really painful, and I'm gonna have to scrap it. I'm gonna have to use all my strength to scrap that pot and scrap it. I will scrap it and I will use the hammer. And that process, imagine the scraping pot scraping the pot, and the pot is feeling the pain because it's being scraped out of its dirt. That's how the love of God is. If you cannot hold me accountable, then you are not contributing to my growth. If you cannot call me out, then you're destroying me, because I'm gonna go out there and make a fool out of myself because the person who's next to me failed to actually make me realize that I am doing something wrong. I'm harming people by the way I speak. I'm doing so. That's raping. Even though after the process, my pot will shine and I'll be able to use it for bigger and purposes. I'm gonna have to put it on display for everybody to see, because the pot, I'm proud of it. I've washed it, I've cleansed it, I've cleaned it. Now it is clean for me to put it on display for people to admire, because I did the work. Those are the principles and the standards of which God loves us. He will never allow us to make fools out of ourselves. Going out there so dirty, being put on display, so unclean. Giving permission to others that you can be unclean. It is fine to be unclean. Influencing people. Influencing other parts that you can shine. Even when you are full of ashes, even when you're unclean and dirty, even when you've been misused, put yourself out there and shine. No, that is not the kind of love God has. The kind of love God has says, I am going to be there for you. I'm going to cleanse you. I'm going to purify you. I am going to put you in situations and circumstances that will burn out those habits that are holding you back. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to make you see yourself, and at the end of that, you will love yourself. You will love the person you become, because if that is not love, then I don't know what it is. Because I am purified, I'm making you clean, you will be admirable. People will love you because you are clean. And God says, guard your heart with all of you, because everything you do flows from it. And that means whenever my heart is unclean, that's exactly what will flow out of me. Imagine what kind of life I will build when the only thing I can do is be unclean to other people. I hurt people, I harm people. All I do is bring pain to other people. How will they respond to me? Will I love how they respond to me when the only thing I can give to them is pain? When the only thing I can give to them are struggles and challenges? Whereas when my heart is cleaned, I'm able to love and I'm able to receive that love back, because you cannot, when you meet people on a level, people who've been loved the way that you've been loved, you will receive that back, guaranteed. Yeah, that is love.